Good afternoon, America. This is the Love, Unity, Patience Project video. Date is August 10th, 2020. Speaking to America, just want to vent a little bit, boy. What a sad state our nation is in. This could be called the United States of confusion and division. And first, I'd like to talk about, I'm here in Chicago, Illinois, where I'm speaking to you from. They had to put an ordinance out as far as everybody wearing a mask, and I just like to ask everyone that's walking around without a mask. You know, this is a devastating virus. It's been with us for some time. Because our commander-in-chief did not act when he should months ago, this is where we are. You know, he didn't say all 50 states, here's where the buck stops. Less people will lose their life, and we'll all be on the same page. That didn't happen. This is the state we're in. The virus is worse than it's ever been. So I know a lot of people are frustrated, and we're still dealing with this virus after all this time, but you need to wear a mask. It's been proven and shown that a mask does help, and it's not everything, but it doesn't make sense to walk around without a mask when you see people losing their life every day, and this disease, the numbers keep going up. So if not for you, for your family, for everybody, wear a mask, for everyone. And next thing I'd like to speak about, I'm here in Chicago, Illinois, the violence I just do not understand. Our commander-in-chief is on his way out. He knows he cannot win the election. That's why he floated the idea a few weeks ago about putting the election back up. He knows he cannot be reelected. So his only recourse is to cause some confusion. And what are we doing here in Chicago, playing right into his hands? I really don't understand it. The people who are out there looting, causing destruction, what is your end game? What is the point? Who are you helping? How are you moving America forward, your community, and you're certainly not helping Chicago or relations with anyone? What is the point of continuing to tear up things? Understand that people are frustrated. All Americans are frustrated because of our lifestyles changed. Everything has changed. People are really, their level, let's say, of tolerance is down. Everybody is worried about really what's going to happen with this virus. We don't know about the schools. So the point I'm trying to make, it's only natural for people to be stressed about a lot of things. So why don't we curve all of that until we get rid of this racist president? That cannot be denied. What has he done to help America? But again, when you tear up, loot, and do all of that, you might as well put on Donald Trump hat. That's precisely what he wants. That's his strong suit, division and violence. That's what he wants. And instead of you being smart, whoever you might be, if you're out there tearing up the nation, wherever you might be, and you're not helping anyone, what is the point? What is your end game? I don't know if they have Russian agents or people from other countries over here, but if you love America, as we all should, I understand that we have problems, but we're not trying to tear the country up. I'd like to see my grandkids grow up here, and race relations and everything get better. What happened to the American dream? What we all wanted, to live the best life we could live and leave a legacy for our children. It seems since this administration come along, everybody's forgotten that. All of these feelings are exacerbated because of the economy, for one thing, and poor people in the inner cities are really catching hell. It's really stressful down here financially, and that only adds to people's frustrations, and they do things they wouldn't ordinarily do. But I'm saying to you, if you're going out this evening or any other time to destroy or tear up America, you are helping Donald Trump. He's doing exactly that. Why don't you stay home and take care of, your community, what your argument might do in your community? But get locally, forget about all this anger and everything. At least, for those of you who say you don't like this president, he's on the way out. You can see that. Again, that's why he floated the idea a few weeks ago of putting the elections off. He can't put the elections off. So now his only recourse is from having to cause problems, and we are playing right into his hands. When you do things like that, when you cause any civil disorder, that's exactly what he wants to happen. Wake up. And all those with so much passion to rile your communities, come down here in the cities and bring your passion down here to us dying and killing each other each and every day like And you may wonder why that continues, but let me remind you, this is nothing new. We've always done this. Hurt and kill each other in our communities, black people. One of the reasons is we won't put history to what's going on with us. And with this new awareness I'm seeing on social media, you turn on the TV, you see Black Lives Matter, social justice. People, you can see it everywhere. People like sports teams, all of them are kneeling now. It's a new consciousness, awareness of feelings and emotions pertaining to black people and people of color. This nation is really going through a metamorphosis of change, but while down here in the inner cities, we are still killing and hurting each other each and every day. So what are we saying? Are we saying that black lives or life only matters if someone in law enforcement or another race kills us? That's the only time it matters. Think about these children down here that's living with this violence each and every day, and they turn on the TV and watching these games, and they see inundated with Black Lives Matter and all these organizations, good organizations doing good things, but we need to focus on what's happening in our inner cities. And maybe it's time with this new awareness, this social consciousness is taking over the front country. Maybe now we can start to talk about this. I know it's not an easy conversation, but people scratch their head and think, why do people like that? Why do black people treat each other like that and act that way? We are suffering from the policies of this nation generations ago. It's not a quick fix, but the things that have not worked, you know, the marches, the speeches, the gun turn-ins, the cap meetings, all the good things that people do each and every day, trying to make it better for these children now, it has not worked because we have psychological scars that we cannot talk about. Perhaps this can be the time that we can have a new awakening awareness and to start talking about what we as people are living and why we treat each other and kill each other the way we do. It is a reason for that. And I just hope I can get some type of feedback. That's important to me. You may be out there protesting and want to protest about this particular social issue or that particular social issue, but there's nothing more important than in the inner cities and why we kill and hurt each other every day. You can't even walk to the bus stop and you don't want to send your kids to the corner store. It's been this way for generations. And that's because it's an intricate part of our culture since we came out of slavery many generations ago. But like all people, we have a history. Everyone has a history. And we are living ours and we really don't know how to talk about it. But perhaps with this new social consciousness, we can change the conversation and other people can start asking what went on with us generations ago and why a lot of these children feel the way they do and act the way they do when they don't have a clue, because we will not talk about what we are psychologically living black people each and every day. So I said all that to say this. Those of you who are out there with other issues away from your community, causing havoc, not being there for your family because you are on something else, just remember, you are not helping anyone. You're not helping your community, your children, you're not helping your neighborhood, you're certainly not helping America. What you're doing is helping a president that's proved that he's a racist. You're helping him when you're out there doing anything against America this time. Stay home. Get together with your aldermen, the people in the community, and come up with things that you would like to see change. It's a lot wrong with this nation. But tearing up stuff is not going to help. It only puts us as a nation and as a people, black folks, farther behind. So all I'm saying from this point on, can we start maybe trying to change the mindset? And that's what it is. Change the mindset. To want to do harm, to want to do good. And remember, it's about history. It's about wanting to save this nation. And we're in a bad place. I get that. But Americans are resilient and some strong people. Even with all the bad relations. If we stop with all this hatred and realize what we can come up with a solution. But don't get emotional and play into all this emotion and hate that seems to be permeating the country, because there is hope, but we must change the conversation and the rhetoric. And that's very important. So that's about all I want to say. And again, more than anything, if you're doing any harm to this nation, tearing up, you are helping this president. And we just want to wait. He's gone. His term is up in November. So just let him be, I said, let's be cool as people, as a nation, and more than anything, understand that if we stick together, really, we can change the face of America. But stop with all this violence. This is still our country no matter what, and we still really don't want to tear it up because where will you be then? What's the point? We want to heal as a nation, and we can do that. We got elections coming up. Start galvanizing people in their communities. Look at the children, though. Stop and think about it more than anything. 8, 9-year-old kids, 10-year-old or whatever, they're really suffering, and they're looking for some examples and someone should emulate. And speaking hate and wanting to tear up things does not help them up here. So this is a process again. This is part of our history that we need to speak about, my people. We're not angry at anyone because if everyone was falling for the past, everybody's ass would be out. And that's the truth. It's not about the past. It's about knowledge and understanding how we can change and start loving each other because we are strong, resilient, adaptive people. We need to get that, and we need to understand that and start thinking about that. We can turn this around if we change the rhetoric and understand it really is about all of us, all Americans. God bless you.